Hello everybody and welcome to some Monday night iRacing action here at Dover Motor Speedway for the Echo Park Automotive 200 here in the Grassroots Cup Series. I'm going to be the broadcaster up in the booth tonight, Nathaniel Campbell, and we're getting ready to go ahead and do some action here at the short mile concrete oval here in Delaware. See out there, it's going to be 77 out in the air with some clouds and 13-mile-an-hour wind speed, so that might play into a little bit of factor. The cloudy conditions definitely going to make the track a little bit grippier for these drivers. And they are all gridding up right now, so let's go ahead and see our starting lineup for tonight's race here at Dover. Starting row 1, we'll have Tyler Grenot and Mark Brannigan Jr., followed by Austin Gassion, coming off a win last week at Charlotte, with Zach Saunders in 4th to his outside. Nathan Pomner and Caleb Tipton, our points leader, going to be starting 5th and 6th, with Corey Knoedler and Jacob Harker in row 4. Row 5 going to be consisting of Colson Pelletier, with Matt Hugh to his outside. Then Gordon Fraley and Blake Doyle going to be 11th and 12th. Just behind them, we'll have Brendan Redfern and Ryan Schmelik in 13th and 14th. 15th and 16th going to be consisting of David Hamburg and Rick Myers. Austin Evie and Hayden Higginbotham going to be 17th, 18th. And then in row 10 going to be Chris Melton and Jordan Carroll. Rounding out our field tonight, looks like it's going to be Tanner Prater and Josh Pittman in 21st and 22nd. So that is our starting lineup here tonight. Drivers are getting ready to go racing here at this concrete oval in Dover, Delaware. See Grenot and Brannigan on that front row getting ready to fire up their cars. Tonight we'll have 200 laps, 100 laps in the first stage, and then the final stage of another 100 laps. Drivers will have 5 total sets of tires, starting with the one that they have on their cars, and then 4 in the pit. And then also 1 fast repair will be given to these guys, so any major damage, night is not over just yet. Just get it to the pits. Got everybody rolling off pit road here, and we're getting ready to go racing here in Dover. Looks like they'll pace for a single lap, so the lights are not on. It's going to be Grenot and Brannigan leading the field to green here tonight. Pace car rounds the field through 3 and 4. And our leader's going to blink out. Uh-oh. He's back. There he goes. Pace car back down towards pit road, and this is going to be an interesting start. Grenot's having a little bit of problems here out front, but green flag is out and we're racing here in Dover. Grenot gets a good jump off the start. Brannigan going to follow close behind. A little bit of pressure from that 20 car of Gassion. You see Zach Saunders there in 4th with Caleb Tipton in 5th. Tipton looking to the inside of Saunders there. Oh, and he's going to get loose off of turn 4. He's going to save it, not hit the wall. Will stay green. What a save there by the 69 of Caleb Tipton. Rest of the field now going to start to catch up to him. A little bit of trouble in the back. I believe that was Josh Pittman. Actually, that was Chris Melton. In the 52, he's going to drop to that final spot. Now Pittman goes into the wall on the outside. It's going to allow Melton to get that spot back. Lap 3 now here in Dover. Grenot starting to pull away from Brannigan Jr. We got Gassion Saunders in 4th. And Nathan Palmer moves up to 5th after Tipton's slide. single file at the moment. See the 10 of Corey Knoedler coming into the inside here through 3 and 4 on Palmer. He's looking for 5th, as Saunders is looking for 3rd. Field starting to reel back in. Grenot out front. That gap now down to 0.2 of a second. Side-by-side battle just in front of Matt Hugh and Jacob Harker, as they're battling for 7th and 8th right now. Palmer trying to fight on the outside to hold that 5th spot. Can he do it? Noodler going to send it in on the inside through 3 and 4, and he's going to be clear on the exit of 4. It'll move him up to the top 5. One car on the wall just behind them. I'm going to have to get used to these guys. That was the 53 of Matt Hugh there. Touched the wall on the exit of turn 4. Almost got it again there on turn 2. Palmer back to the inside for 5th. Back and forth battles going on right now in the top 5. Ooh, big hit into the outside wall. That's Blake Doyle in the Red Bull machine. It's going to slow him down just a little bit. He'll fall to 10th. Caleb Tipton now moving back up to 8th. Starting to try to recover from that slide earlier on. Gordon Fraley just behind this 41 car. You got Brendan Redford in 12th. And Ryan Schmelik in 13th. Caution is going to come out. This one going to be for Jordan Carroll in the back. Slow on the front straightaway. We'll have to see what happened here to that number 13 machine, as the pace car will come out for the first time here tonight, 9 laps into it. Looks like coming out of turn 4 onto the front straightaway, it just gets a little loose, just like Caleb Tipton did, but this time can't keep the car from spinning. Slightly taps the wall a few times. That's going to be a little bit of damage to fix on pit road. But it should be nothing too major for that 13 car. He should be able to continue on. So Tyler Grenot going to hold the lead to this first caution. I don't believe drivers will be coming down just yet, other than maybe a couple guys in the back maybe looking to fix some damage or just check on tire wear and everything and how it looks. It's a nice little break at the start of this race for these guys to kind of reconfigure themselves and see where they can improve from those first 10 laps. Looks like Hayden Higginbotham going to come down pit road in that number 4. You'll see Melton as well. Dover is a self-cleaning racetrack, as they all say, with 9 degrees banking on the straightaways. That makes the cars kind of just spin back down to the bottom. So if we get an incident like that up front, it could be mayhem for the guys coming in the rear of the field. So we got to look out for that later tonight. It's always a possibility here. This track is also very difficult to drive. And make sure you keep the tires on the car because of the concrete. Just eats those tires. So these guys are going to be looking to save as much tire as possible here tonight and just get a clean race through. Definitely a lot more people at iRacing Dover than real life Dover, that's for sure. But the field lines back up side by side. Zach Saunders going to be in 3rd with Gassione in 4th. Still on the front row, going to be Grenot and Brannigan. We'll be going back green here on lap 13. And we'll see what these guys can do. Hayden Higginbotham and Melton. Chris Melton in the back, both pitted. I don't believe they took tires. So they're just kind of checking out their car, see what is going on with it. But pace car dives down a pit road, and we're getting ready to go racing once again here in Dover. 43.11 on that front row, then 60 and 20 in the second row. Through the restart zone, and we're green once again here at Dover. Oh, and there's a spin in the back. 2 cars around. Looks like Jacob Harker in the 77. Another one was David Hamburg in the 81 there. And we'll have a quick second caution come out, as there is some major damage on that 77 car. We'll have to see what happened to them off this restart. Looks like just coming through the restart zone, the 81 spins, but there was also stuff going on in the front. Go ahead and see what happened up there. Looks like the 21 possibly spun his tires on the restart, as well as other guys. One of them being, it looks like the 71. Or sorry, the 77. Yeah, just into the outside wall. The 53 of Matt Hugh also gets some damage there. So a multi-car incident there brings out our second caution, and it was a quick one. Most likely those guys will be coming down pit road to get some damage repair on their cars here once pit road does open. Harker, it looks like, got the most damage out of that. See damage on his left, right, and front. In that chaos, Saunders did move up to second there. So he'll be on the outside here, which is technically the preferred lane for restarts at Dover. So you might have a jump here on this 43 car if you can get it. Running around on board with him at the moment, as they are pacing ever so slowly behind that iRacing pace car. Pit road should be opening this time. We should see some of those guys that were involved in that incident coming down pit road here and getting what they can fixed, and hopefully not accidentally taking their fast repair. I've done that a few times. Lights go out on the pace car, so we'll be going green next time around. This time Saunders going to be on the outside of Grenot. Down the back straightaway, heading towards 3 and 4. Grenot just looking to get back into the comfortability he had there just a moment ago in those opening 9 laps. Been tainted just a little bit. But if he can get it back going to where he had it, he should be clear for the lead here. But we'll see what Zach Saunders has to say. Pace car dives off the track, and we're ready to go racing once again here in Dover. Heading through that Echo Park restart zone. And they're on the gas. Green flag back out. Everybody has a clean restart there. No spins. And we'll get racing. quick single file out through the first 8, 9, actually 10 drivers, then a battle for 11th just behind him. Gordon Fraley on the inside there, trying to get a spot away from Brennan Redfern. He's going to be able to clear that 21 car. Austin Evie and Rick Myers battling each other side by side here just behind Fraley and Redfern. Evie going to get that spot. It's going to allow Josh Pittman now to make a move to the outside of that one car. A little bit of contact off the wall. That's going to be okay. Just keep driving it. One spinning in 1 and 2. That's Gordon Fraley. Caution going to come out. Oh, no. Hayden Higginbotham. Nowhere to go for that 4 car as the 9s just slid back down the track. These guys will have fast repairs, but that's going to suck using them this early in the race. And we'll have a caution for the 3rd time here tonight. And that is not what the 9 or the 4 wanted to see there. Bit of replay of what happened here. Coming out of 4 onto the front straightaway. It's going to happen in 1 and 2 here. The 9 just looks like gets a little bit of contact. Oh, just drove up the track by the 21, I believe that was. And as he's sliding back down the track, gets pummeled by Hayden Higginbotham. Of course, the camera wants to have a Fox moment as as the second contact happens. Get another angle on it, though. Yeah, just nowhere for that 4 car to go. And surprisingly, his car doesn't look terribly damaged on the front end where he made contact with that 9 car. But definitely going to need a fast repair. Oh yeah, there it is. I was going to say, the left side looks a lot better than the right. So they'll find themselves down pit road as we're looking not at pit road for some reason. There we go. Jacob Harker, Hayden Higginbotham, and Fraley all on pit road at the moment. Looks like Fraley's already taken his fast repair. I believe he had a tow though, so that is going to take a few laps away from his race here tonight. Going to have to find those back, hopefully under caution. Higginbotham gets rolling again off pit road. He'll stay on the lead lap in 20th. Should be seeing the lights come off the pace car here. It's going to be the 43 and the 60 back on the front row. Again, Zach Saunders going to have another chance at taking this lead away from Grenot. Called a good amount of Zach's races before. I know what he can do. I have not seen what Tyler can do, so it's definitely going to be a fun battle out front. Gassione and Brannigan in the second row there. And then Palmer still in 5th place in that 25 Chevrolet Camaro. Field is side by side through 3 and 4, getting ready to go green once again here in Dover. Can they get a run longer than 9 laps here? Let's see. Pace car dives off the track. Now it's up to the 43 and 60 to get it going once again here. Back on the gas pedal. We're not going to be clear of Saunders into 1. It's going to allow him to have all that clean air that this next-gen car so pleases to have. Side-by-side battle back for 4th. Brannigan going to be able to clear Palmer. Caleb Tipton now making a little bit of a charge here. And caution going to come out once again. These guys just cannot get it going. And it's going to be a big one. Bunch of cars here turned around on the exit of turn 4. Hayden Higginbotham involved once again. And that might be the end of his night. It's a lot of front end damage for that 4 car. We'll have to see what happened here. I heard it. I did not see it though. Looks like the 1 was already around. Higginbotham, once again, nowhere to go. The 52 and the 53 hit each other. 28 has nowhere to go. The 77 as well. We saw him get into an accident. Has nowhere to go. Higginbotham hard into the outside wall. Back tires lifted up. And that might be race-ending damage for him here tonight. Most of these other guys will have fast repairs. And oh, just in the back there, I think that was Josh Pittman that was running into the number 1 of Rick Myers. A bunch of damage on those cars. Kind of want to see what all started this here. So we didn't really get to see the front end of that. We'll see if it starts here with the 77. That was the first reported crash. Actually, not. Sometimes the software wants to lie to you. Oh, it's right there. It's the 1 of Rick Myers. So it looks like the 21 of Redfern kind of gets just cut off there by the 53. A little bit too late of a move by the 53, and yeah, just all chaos breaks out after that. Oh, a big hit to that 1 car. If that were real, he would feel that one pretty well. I'm gonna assume most of those guys taking their fast repairs there. Looks like Hayden Higginbotham's still on pit road. We got a few other guys on pit road. Matt Hugh, as well as Jacob Harker. I believe Higginbotham just taking all the damage he can get. Maybe he's not out, but he is going to be a couple of laps down now, so that is going to kind of squander his chances at getting much else here tonight. But once again, field will be led by Grenot and Saunders out front. Pace car's lights go off. Getting ready to go green once again here in Dover. Still looking for that run longer than 9 laps that they had in that first run. It is one of those tough tracks though where you can't get momentum as a group. It just it does not come together, and stuff like that will just keep on happening. So if they can find their groove here on this run, we should see some great tire saving and just long run capabilities of these guys. Through 3 and 4 one more time. Under yellow. Pace car getting ready to dive down to that apron and down into pit road. There he goes. Clipping through the ground. It's alright. Back through the restart zone once again. And Grenot and Saunders lead the field to green. Looks like Matt Hugh going to be out of the race in 22nd. Not a day that he wanted. 28 laps. And he's done already. Saunders trying to look to the inside there for a move. 43 closes the door. Gassion now starting to close in third. Side by side for fourth once again. Brannigan trying to hold off Palmer, but Palmer fighting hard on the inside. Caleb Tipton's got in around Knoedler for 6th. Now that 10 tried through 3 and 4 to peek to the inside. Tipton closed it off. Tipton looking for a move now into the top 5 on the inside of Nathan Palmer. Can he get it done? Got a good amount of momentum there on the bottom. Still side by side with that 25 as they exit turn 4. Back to 1 and 2 now. And Tipton trying to have that run. Gonna have to get out of the gas just a little bit extra and clear of that 25. Now he's gonna start his hunt down for those top 4 drivers to see if he can get out front. While we're looking at that, Zach Saunders able to get out front and pass Grenot as Tyler's starting to fall back to Gassione now. Saunders has about a half a second lead over the rest of the field at the moment. Still trying to figure out some positions back here. Here comes the 98 of Austin Evie. Around that 25 of Nathan Palmer, and Palmer's starting to go backwards here in that 25. Ooh, big contact on the wall goes Corey. It's going to allow Blake Doyle to find his inside. Tanner Prater also trying to find a spot here. Still side by side with that 10. Knoedler going to send it in on the outside. It's going to be clear for the moment, and he will stay clear on the exit of turn 4 there. Does slightly just use a bit more tire running that outside. But you can definitely get a nice run off the exit of the corner if you do that. Back out front, Saunders now pulling over 3/4 of a second. Tipton now looking to the inside of Brannigan here. And he's got Evie just behind, and that 98 looking to pounce as well. Schmelik in a battle right now with Jordan Carroll. Redfern and Rick Myers just behind them as well. Field starting to spread out just a little bit now as they're starting to get some green flag laps on these tires. Zach Saunders looking to pull that gap to a second, and it now is a second over Tyler Grenot. See Doyle here under pressure from Tanner Prater. Prater looks to the outside, gets a little bit of contact on the wall. That's going to slow him down just a little bit. Doesn't get the run that he needed into 1 and 2 to make a move. 38 laps in now. These drivers probably going to be looking around maybe lap 50, 60. And maybe some guys looking in the 70s to come down pit road. But these tires are definitely going to be screaming when they come off these cars. Prater does get the move done there, and he'll move up to 8th. Close battle for 2nd. Also a close battle for 4th here. Tipton still hounding the back bumper of Brannigan. Tipton starting to diamond the corner just a little bit. That's something that you'll see these guys end up doing throughout the race, is entering low, sliding up just a little bit mid-corner, and then getting it back down to the bottom of the track once again on the exit. Just seems to allow these cars to get what the runs that they need. See Brannigan taking a little bit of a heavier diamond there. That does give Tipton just a little bit of air if he decides to stay on the inside, though. So always got to be careful giving guys behind you air, because these cars are so aero dependent. If you don't cut off their air, they're going to have a huge run on you. See the 11 do that just there. Tipton will just lose a little bit on exit there. Caution going to come back out. And this one's going to be for Gordon Fraley. On the entry to turn 1, doesn't look like he hit anything, just looks like he got spun around there. Just see what happened to him. coming out of turn 4 just in front of the 28. Ooh, he's going to get loose off of turn 4 just like the other guys. And iRacing throws a caution for that. That's probably why right there, actually. Got it fully spun around there. But caution does come out. And I believe now, with a caution, these guys probably will be looking to come down pit road here after decent run there. And they are. Saunders leads the field down pit road. One of Rick Myers stays out on track. I believe he did pit earlier. Might have taken tires by accident when he took that fast repair, if he did take his. But he does have somewhat fresh tires, so he will be the leader at the moment. Got a few other guys staying out. That's Josh Pittman and David Hamburg. Kind of same situation for those guys as Myers. So that's going to create a little bit of a buffer between themselves. And Zach Saunders, our overall race leader. At least on the strategy that the rest of the field is running. We'll see if Saunders can win this race off pit road. Grenot gets a good jump, but that's not going to be anything for Saunders. Saunders clears. Gassione follows in third. Brannigan and Melton is going to make up a few spots on pit road. Caleb Tipton falls back to him, as well as Evie. So top 3 stay out on older, somewhat fresh tires, and we'll have to see what they end up playing a factor against these actual fresh tires. We can actually see when these guys last pit. See, 18 laps ago is when the first 2 last pitted. Looks like Melton actually comes down pit road there. Decided, never mind. We'll have 2 cars on the front row with about 19 lap old tires. And actually, Hamburg hasn't pitted as well. So we'll have to see what those tires can do for him. That might be a little something to watch for these guys on this restart. But the light's back out once again. This time it's going to be Rick Myers and Josh Pittman on the front row. David Hamburg, Zach Saunders on that second row. Saunders going to have to restart from 4th here. First car on fresh tires, though, so what can he do with them? Pace car off down to pit road. And we're getting ready to go racing once again. Just about halfway through stage 1 here in a couple of laps. Through the restart zone. And they're going. Pittman was kind of just lagging behind there a little bit. That's going to allow Myers to get a huge jump off the restart. It's going to be a stack up behind them now. Saunders going to be able to move to the bottom through 1 and 2 and clear for 2nd. Big jumble of cars here. This is around 10th. Chelik, Brannigan all in this area. You see the 13 as well of Jordan Carroll. Trying to make a move all around the inside here. Two by two, a couple rows deep through 1 and 2 down to the back straightaway. Still 2 by 2, a couple rows deep. See Carroll trying to make a move on the inside of Hamburg. Saunders going to get to the lead out front. Gassione actually going to be battling. Saunders might have had a moment there. We stay green. I don't know what really happened there. We'll have to go back and look at it once a caution comes out. But Saunders falls all the way to 15th. And he's still falling, actually. In the wall. And he's going to come down pit road. So Gassione will take over the lead. And now Evie and Tipton, 2nd and 3rd. Big change of events out front. Top 9 breaking away from the rest of the field. Big contact there for Knoedler. Or sorry, that was Carroll in front of him. To the outside wall. Gotta be careful knocking down that wall. Gassion gets a little loose into 3 and 4, and that's going to bring out a caution, it looks like. Got into the wall there. And lost the lead, so Austin Evie now going to be the leader. And actually, he did not get loose. Austin Evie tried to make a move to the inside. And just punted him out of the way there. Sure, he's not going to be too happy about that move. But we need to see what happened to Zach Saunders out front. If I can find it, we'll have to see. Looks like Gassion comes down pit road, Hamburg, as well as Rick Myers. Still looking for this incident with Zach Saunders. It's going to be right here. It is right there. Let's see what happened here. Looks like the one in front of Saunders gets loose. Saunders goes into the wall. That's major damage to that 60 car. That's why he had to come down pit road. And not a moment you want to see as a leader. Now with a couple of guys, looks like getting repositioned under yellow, Caleb Tipton now is going to assume the lead in that number 69 jet puffed machine. Current point leader out front. Got Tanner Prater and Mark Brannigan just behind him. I think here at the end of this first stage, we'll talk to the stage winner, see how the race is going, and see how everybody else out there is doing. I'm sure there's some tempers flaring right now in voice chat. It's already been a wild race so far, and we're not even halfway through yet. Like Evie might have gotten a penalty as he's dropping to the back of the field. Saunders is still on the track. He is a lap down now though, so he's going to have to try to get that lap back either from a lucky dog, or he's going to have to race his way back out front and take that spot. Pace car dives down a pit road. And Caleb Tipton now gets his chance to lead the field to green. Green flag back out. We're racing once again here in Dover. Tipton with a good jump into 1 and 2. He'll be about half a second clear of that second place battle. Brannigan now dives to the inside. Prater did not get the restart that he wanted. He'll fall back to third now. Knoedler, Carroll in 6th and 7th. Got Nathan Palmer just behind them. Then Schmelik and Redfern in 9th and 10th. Battle for second. Prater wants that spot back. But here comes Doyle as well. Tipton just about a second over these guys here in second, now is a second over. Lap 56 of 100 here in stage 1. Looking at this battle here, 4 seconds still between Brannigan and Prater. Got some guys battling for position here in the back. That's the 77 of Jacob Parker. Looking for a spot on Josh Pittman here. Pittman gonna try to stay clear of him as they go through 3 and 4. He will. Gonna shoot up to the middle of the track though. That might allow the 77 to get a run. It doesn't, as he actually got some aero wash there on the exit of the corner, and that's gonna allow now the 20 of Gacion to get around him. Once again, still learning all these guys and their names and their cars, so bear with me as I kind of get it down. Might take a couple of weeks, but once we get it going, it should be pretty good. But Caleb Tipton starting to run away from the rest of the field. A second and a half now. He's pulled on them. Brannigan and Prater. He's found some speed in that number 69 Jet Puff machine. Knoedler in 5th. He's got some pressure now behind by that 25 of Palmer. Jordan Carroll also there, looking more in the middle of the track through 1 and 2. Gave him a huge run on the exit of 2, but couldn't find a way to the inside of that 25 machine. Good battle here for 5th. Here comes that 25 now to the inside. Looks like the 10 of Knoedler is going to give that up. He's going to give up that spot to Carroll as well. Actually, he's going to go right back for it. Almost a little bit of contact as he nearly drove into the back of that 13 car. Maybe the 13 just checked up a little bit, or he might have drove it just a little too deep. Doesn't matter, they're still going. Those kind of things you just forget as the race goes on. Whether it's your mistake or somebody else's mistake, it just usually doesn't bother you that much, especially if it's not a wreck. Now that's 17 of Schmelik getting a run to the outside here of Knoedler. Evie almost went into the inside door of Redfern there as they're starting to battle, as Knoedler is falling back right now. Redfern clips the apron. That's going to slow him down a little bit. Here comes Zach Saunders. He is a lap down, but will be getting a lucky dog, it looks like, as the caution comes out. Perfect time to mention it. I don't see anybody that has wrecked, so we'll have to see if we can find it ourselves. I do see a car. That might be the 21 of Brennan Redfern. It is. Looks like gets loose in that same trouble spot that everybody else has been having problems with, and ooh, big time contact into that inside wall. And that will bring out our 7th caution of the night, as the tower says. So he'll be coming down pit road to look at that damage, probably take his fast repair, because that is a heavy amount of damage on that left front. Unless he has already used his fast repair, which it looks like he might have. So he's going to be losing a little bit of time and definitely some laps to get some damage repaired here. Tipton still out front, holding off Brannigan and Prater. Doyle's in 4th with Palmer in 5th. They got Carroll, Schmelik, Evie, Knoedler, and Gacion rounding out that top 10. And around goes Zach Saunders, getting his lap back. Puts him back onto the lead lap in 17th. It'll leave Gordon Fraley now into the lucky dog position with 1 lap down. So next caution that comes out, unless Fraley is involved in it, will be a free pass for that 9 car. Prater at the moment is our biggest mover, up 18 spots. Started all the way back in that last row in 21st. And doing a good job right now in that 420 car. Got Pepsi DuPont on it. Running a Jeff Gordon scheme, I would assume. Got Yoda on the front, so yeah, that's definitely a Jeff Gordon scheme. What is that one for? Is that... that Phantom Menace? I don't remember Jeff Gordon's Star Wars cars. But anyway, lights are off once again. Field getting ready to go racing. You've had a few runs now. These guys starting to figure out their cars just a little bit more and more as the race goes. Sun is starting to come out. You can see it's a lot brighter now than previously. So what is that going to do to these guys' tires and just handling overall of these cars? The track most likely is heating up. Pace car getting ready to dive down to pit road once again. It's going to be Tipton and Brannigan on that front row with Prater and Doyle following close behind. Through the restart zone, Tipton on the gas, and we're back green. Good jump for Tipton once again here on the restart. He's looking to build that lead back up to the 2.5 that he had before that caution came out. Already doing a good job, half a second out front for that 69 car. Saunders starting his march back through the field here as he restarted 17th there on the restart. The back of the field due to having the lucky dog, so he'll have to get it by just a few lap cars. But once he does that, he'll be making positions up once again. Tipton out front, pulling away from the rest of the guys. Once again, you see mainly single file all the way back through the top 10. Technically all the way back to 14th here. Melton trying to hold off this 9. Oh, we got a lot of cars that spinning on the front straightaway. More cars spinning around here now. The 43 going around. Pelletier was trying to save that car, and he barely did. Good driving there by the 20. But a big incident out on the front straightaway up front, and we'll have to see what happened here. Austin Evie involved, Nathan Palmer involved, as well as the 41 of Blake Doyle. Looks like Palmer just loses it out of 4 big time into the wall. And that collects the 98 and 41. You see the 20 trying to check it up. Sorry, that's not the 20. 28. He's running that Christopher Belpain scheme. That makes me think it's the 20. But the 28 trying to slow it up. Slides into the outside wall, and then the 43 got turned as well there. So Grenot. Oh, and something happened to the 28 on the back straightaway. And then Pittman drove it into the outside wall as well. Not too sure what was going on there. That was well after the incident. Wonder if maybe some of that damage on the 28 from hitting the outside wall kind of... Ooh. Close entry there by Grenot. But yeah, I wonder if that 28's damage from the outside wall maybe kind of mishandled the car and it spun him out there. Bunch of guys down to pit road now. Rick Myers coming out of his pit stall. You see Palmer, Blake Doyle, Austin Evie, and Josh Pittman as well. And then you also got Brendan Renford on pit road. And it looks like that damage for Hayden Higginbotham was race ending, as he's still in his pit stall and has not moved since that lap 23 incident. So unfortunate day for him. Oh, and actually it looks like Hayden Higginbotham will be coming to join us in the booth. So let's go ahead and set that up. Hey there, Hayden. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
Oh, I'm living the dream after that one.
Yeah, definitely a not what you wanted to start this race, but
No, I was...
yeah, this track is definitely difficult, so...
Yeah, some people decided not to use their brakes also. But besides the point, we got, what, a few to the stage?
Just about 25, I believe, to the stage.
Yeah.
It's going to be 26, actually, on the restart when they get going green. But, yeah, 25 laps till the end of this first stage here. Tipton out front with Brannigan. Who's your kind of pick here to take home this first stage?
My pick is Saunders. I don't know if he's back on the lead lap now.
He is. He's riding around in 10th right now.
Yeah, he's definitely my pick. He was definitely fast and then got caught up in some other stuff. These restarts have been bad. They were bad in officials also. It's, a lot of people are spinning out.
Yeah, this track does not provide a lot of grip, and when you're trying to get a car fired up, trying to use all the grip that you have, usually is not a good combo. Green flag back out. Tipton gets it going. Good jump there for that 69 over Brannigan. But yeah, for those laps that you were out there, what did the track kind of feel like? Was it as loose as kind of it seems?
Well, it was definitely loose, but I was really trying to take it easy because I was hoping we were going to get some green flag runs and I was going to save my tires as best I could. But it's definitely very loose out of 2, especially that bump. That bump out of 2, or that bump, yeah, the bump out of 2 and out of 4. If you mess the throttle up, you're going to go around. I mean, even if you just a little bit too much throttle and you're going to go around.
Yeah, I'd say we've already seen, I think, 5 guys probably spinning off of turn 4 already. So,
yeah,
definitely
and
a huge factor.
If you're not spinning out, the nose is going to push because you might be too far on entry and it's going to shove and you'll see them hit the outside wall.
Yeah, and that's basically what just happened that last caution with the 25. So, yeah, we kind of seen it all in turn 4 already.
Yeah.
And we're only
once in a while for nothing.
we're only 70 laps or 78 laps in, yeah. So Tipton out front, he's got about 1.3 seconds on Brannigan. So Tipton definitely has found a lot of pace in this 69 car out front. He's looking to possibly take home the stage win here. He's got 22 laps to do it. And he's got a decent enough gap over the rest of the field to kind of just chill out. As long as he doesn't make a mistake, I believe he'll probably have this stage here.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and as I say that...
around. Oh, he saved it. Woo.
Oh, and Knoedler goes around. And that was the trouble spot that we were just mentioning.
Yeah.
Another turn 4 incident.
Hard in the outside wall. And the inside wall.
Go back and see what happened here. Evie just in front of him. Oh, a little bit of contact with the 41 this time. We've seen that a couple times as well. Knoedler just trying to save the car.
Yeah. Looked like he tried to check up for the 98, and then the tires were so hot from trying to save it.
So now 9 cautions here in 81 laps. They'll probably end up getting really good runs here in the second half of the race. That's usually what happens.
We can hope. But I think they will. Xfinity was like this too. I think we had, well, we didn't have 9 cautions, but we had 2 or 3 at the start, and then we went green pretty much the rest of the way.
Couple guys coming down pit road. It looks like Tipton from the lead comes down pit road. Tanner Prater, Zach Saunders follow.
Yeah, Caleb did mention to me that he was going to pit around 80 if we got a caution.
And he is doing that.
He did not tell a lie.
I don't think that Uberman can lie.
Oh, no.
Maybe he can.
I don't think the Jet Puff car will let him.
Yeah, maybe the car won't let him.
Saunders in too.
But Knoedler on pit road. Saunders is on pit road as well, yes. But
yeah.
Knoedler on pit road as well, getting his damage fixed. Also taking some tires.
Are you using the little data thing on like SDK?
Yes.
Can you send me that link, please?
Ooh, I actually don't know if I have it set up. Let me just do this.
Oh, really? We can wait till the stage break if you want to.
Oh, that might have just bugged out my iRacing. Sorry about that.
Lord, yep. Oh, God.
Did it just kick me from the session? Nobody is loading.
Oh,
uh-oh.
Lord have mercy.
Uh-oh. I think it might have.
No way. Are you serious?
And nobody is loading.
Was you at
that
the
is
booth
weird.
when we brought Zach up for the stage win and it took him out of the race?
No, that was
Oh, wow. What just happened?
that was Thomas. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we're good.
Oh, are we back?
We are back. I was about to say, I've never seen that happen before.
Oh, good Lord. I was like, yeah. Of course, when I had to. I'm telling you.
I don't know if I want to try doing that again.
Yeah, probably not.
I was going to do something in Discord and then, yeah. Let me see. Pace card
off.
dives off. Let me get back to the leaders. I'll let you call a little bit while I'm looking for the right link to see if I do have it set up.
Get there. The 11, and it's going, we're green. The 11 gets a great restart. The top 3 really pull away there. 98 diving hard to the 52 on the inside. And it just switched me from the leader, of course. Looks like the 11 and the 20 are battling now for the lead. 20 on the inside of Austin Gassione, I think is how you say that.
Oh, and Tipton into the wall big time.
Oh, no.
Just saw that out of the corner of my eye.
Oh, man.
And there goes that possible stage win that he was looking for just a moment ago. Green flag does stay out. I believe that should be the link. I just sent you it.
There we go. Okay, hopefully it doesn't make my computer blow up.
Looks like Zach Saunders might have caught a little bit of that as well. He's going down pit road as well.
Really? Let me take a look.
Don't know what happened to him. That's going to leave Brannigan, Gassione, and Schmelik out front. Parker and Evie in 4th and 5th.
Oh yeah, Zach got loose, overcorrected into the outside wall. And then Caleb got loose underneath him, I think, trying to check up for him.
That's something that we've kind of seen as well. The 28 had that problem just a little bit ago where he checked up and shot it into the outside wall when those 3 leaders wrecked. So yeah, it's definitely a problem just all around.
Yeah, it really seems when you get out of the gas in these cars, it really likes to just shove and snap one way or the other.
It is definitely very unpredictable.
Yeah, it's this car's definitely something.
And I actually haven't driven it since the update, so I have no idea what it feels like. I know
Oh,
that the update changed a lot.
yeah, it's wild. It's if you thought Dirty Air was bad before, it's just really bad.
And we've been seeing that kind of all night already. Guys not really been able to stay in line behind somebody and make a run. Kind of have to find your own air to make that run happen.
Yeah, you've got to get some clean air on the nose of these cars. And the tire model is the same as the GTP cars, so when they're cold, it's like you're on ice skates.
Gonna be 10 laps to go here in stage 1. Brannigan holds the lead, but it's just barely over Gassion.
52 of Christopher Melton getting by Blake Doyle for 8th. For the 420 of Tanner Prater looking to go underneath him too.
Looking at Evie having a good battle.
Battles all over the track right now.
These guys want some stage points.
No lie.
Schmeller gonna have to give position back to Evie, but he's gonna have the inside here. Evie kind of runs a little bit higher. However, Evie gets the better run off the exit of 2. A little bit further back, the battle for the last stage point between Doyle and Pelletier. See Knoedler right there as well as Rick Myers. They're all kind of close to this battle, so any of these guys really have a shot at getting this final stage point here. 28 going to make a move to the inside. Not going to be able to clear off of 2. Still side by side on the exit of 4. That's a lap around Dover. That's how quick it is. And these guys staying side by side.
Oh, yeah.
Still side by side through 2. Neither one of them wants to give.
No, they are battling it out. Keeping it clean too. Giving each other plenty of room.
Even off exit, you see Pelletier kind of pulls down just a little bit. 41 now going to be clear.
That might be hurting it a little bit. Hurting just a tiny bit. Still side by side into 1.
Back out front. 5 laps to go here in this first stage. Gassion has gotten around Brannigan. Now Brannigan has some pressure from Evie in 3rd. Looks like Prater trying to put some pressure here on Chris Melton. This is for 8th.
Oh, well, the 43 gets loose and takes Zach Saunders with him. They're hard in the inside wall.
Oh, and watch out. 21 of Redfern gets it slowed up.
Yeah, the 43 was just completely gone for most of that lap on my screen, and Zach is complaining about it too.
He did have a little bit of a blinking problem at the start of the race. He was the pole sitter and just blinking out at the start. Definitely, I wonder if that's kind of carried on throughout the rest of this race. We'll get a look at it here. See the 43 on the inside. Saunders gets his way around Knoedler. And it looks like, oh, the 43 just gets loose out of turn 4. Saunders into him, nowhere to go.
Just nowhere to go. Man, 43 almost flips. Woo, who is that just barely squeaked by there?
At the end, if that's what you're talking about, that was Brennan Redford.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, okay. Looked like the 98 just went down pit road.
Evie, Jordan Carroll as well, Blake Doyle, as well as Coulson. You got Hamburg, Saunders, Grenot, and then Redfern as well, all coming down pit road here.
I haven't heard anything about whether the end of the stage. I guess it kind of has to be.
I would assume it is because they're coming to.
Yeah, I guess
want
the
to
next
go
lap
here.
will be 100. So yeah.
So it looks like the top 10 will be Gassione, Brannigan, Schmelik, Palmer, Harker, Prater, Melton, Knoedler, Myers, and Pittman. Still learning these names.
Yeah,
it's always fun learning new
the
names.
other broadcasts you do. Yeah, for sure. It's fun seeing new drivers entirely, just how they drive, how they race other people.
And from what I have seen so far, it's definitely been very good racing. It's just one of those tracks where it's hard to get a groove going as a whole field.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a very tough track, and
these cars
Indy's
also
gonna be pretty tough too.
These cars also
These
just
cars
don't,
are just
don't really
just
like the surface.
Else.
I think Indy might be a little better on the restarts.
Yeah, definitely on the restarts, but they are extending the caution by a lap.
But yeah, Indy is one of those tracks I always love watching races at, or even driving at, especially on iRacing. It's just so much fun to drive Indy. Super iconic racetrack. I'd say under our next caution, we'll go ahead and pull up Gassione, talk to him since he has won our first stage. I was thinking for a little bit there it was going to be Tipton, and then just taken out by some bad luck. And it stayed green too, so he ended up losing a lap there.
How many people do we have on the lead lap? We got 15 cars on the lead lap, yeah. He is the first car lap down.
Yeah, so he will be in position for that lucky dog once the next caution comes out, unless he's involved in it.
They are saying they're allowing them to pit, and I think they are not going to lose their positions.
Yeah, definitely
what I'm hearing.
Kind of a bad time caution.
Situation. Yeah, really bad time caution.
But that will be the end of this first stage. I'm assuming they're going to probably extend another lap as well. Yeah. Just to get everybody resorted.
Yep, just got called off. They say Nathan Palmer wins stage 1, but I don't know if that's true.
We'll see.
Yeah. Definitely just a horrible time for a caution. Don't they do at the time of caution in NASCAR? If it's before the stage?
Usually, yes. So I would assume that's what we're going to follow by, and I believe that's what that list that I read out was. But we did have a few guys come down pit road just before that, maybe. So
yeah, so I don't know how that's going to work itself out.
Yeah, it could be a little different from that top 10 that I mentioned just a little bit ago.
Tanner Prater in the second position is up 19 spots, and Chris Melton underneath him is up 16.
Yeah, Prater started on that final row, and he's done a good job keeping himself out of trouble so far. Been slowly working his way up, and now with some track position. Looks like the lights will go out, so Prater and Palmer are going to be on the front row.
They're saying that they are going to do the stage of the time of caution.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So it should be Gassione, I believe, that has won the first stage. But lights back out on the pace car, which means we're going around the track one more time under yellow. This time Nathan Palmer going to have the lead in his chance to lead the field. Only 3 rows of 2 wide because of those late pit stops.
Yeah.
Looks like it messed with the
restart.
looks like it messed with the iRacing code. But yeah, 15 cars on this lead lap for this restart. Tipton 1 lap down in 16th, Grenot 2 laps down in 17th. So even Grenot still has a chance at getting back on the lead lap here if the cautions keep falling the way that they have. Green flag back out. Palmer with a good jump on the inside. seems like the earlier you go as the bottom car in the corner, the better exit you get, even though that outside line is kind of preferred here. Prater making a run.
I would normally pick that side, but that's just me. I know the restart zone is kind of weird. It's just in the middle of the corner.
2 leaders, huge restart. Both a second, almost a second and a half out front. Palmer and Prater side by side battling for the lead. So with 96 laps to go, I'm going to say it's going to be probably one more pit stop here if it does stay green. However, if cautions start to fall...
Yeah, I think it was about 95 laps.
95? Yeah, I would say
I think that's around that.
If cautions start to fall again, though, you might see guys kind of getting fresh tires if we get some runs.
Yeah, I don't know about going 90 laps on a set of tires. 20 on the inside of the one here. That Gravedigger machine, I love that car.
Gassione trying to work his way back up after pitting there. He's got Brannigan following him.
Oh, Caleb tipped in and touched the wall there again.
Just a little bit of slight contact. Shouldn't be too bad for that car.
Just a little Dover stripe.
That's what we'll call it.
Sure.
Rick Myers also just got into the wall there out of 2. He wants to get his name called on the Dover stripe as well.
Everybody wants to earn one.
Definitely don't want to hit it too hard, though, because that will shoot you back out.
11 just got... Oh, the 11 saved it. He's saving it.
Still spinning.
Into the... Who was that? Jacob Tharker, I think?
See the 32 involved.
Man,
that's Josh Pittman and a few other cars. 77 of Jacob Barker, yeah. See what happened here.
I think the 10 gave him a little touch, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Definitely just drove into the back of him just a little too hard there in the middle of the corner. Tipton got a little bit of damage. See, Rick Myers got some damage, and ooh, heavy contact to the inside wall goes the 32. So about 5 cars involved in that one. 6 if you want to count the car that started it.
Yeah. And I don't think Caleb will get the lucky dog because of the contact.
Yeah, so he's going to come down pit road and look at his damage there.
Corey has given himself an EOL penalty for causing that wreck.
I think that will leave possibly Tyler Grenot on the lucky dog. It does. So now he'll be 1 lap down as well. So Tipton's going to have to fight his way back and possibly pass this 43 if he wants to get that lap back. We know Grenot's fast because he qualified on the pole.
Yeah, definitely. If he can stop blinking... It looks like he may have fixed it.
Yeah, I haven't seen him blink in a while, so...
It's been since that caution, or those laps before with Zach. Seems to be alright now. I don't know, ever since the update, iRacing's been really weird with the connection.
Yeah, it seems like they want to implement it, but they're like going half and half, kind of.
Yeah, it's... If you're gonna do it, you gotta crack down on it.
But 11 cautions in 110 laps. Got about 10 laps per caution, so. Oh.
Yeah.
Computer's starting to bug out again.
Oh. Yeah.
Probably take a second for it to come back. Sorry about this. I don't know. I've never had this happen before, so this is a new bug for me.
It's because we were talking trash about iRacing just then.
Probably.
Of course. If they heard it, iRacing heard us.
They were like,
lights are out on the pace
you want
car.
to get our latency?
I'll try my best to commentate it if he doesn't come back.
You want to make fun of our latency? We're going to boot you out.
Yeah, for real. Looks like the 25 of Nathan Palmer will be leader on this restart, with the 420 of Tanner Prater on his outside. And the 98 and the 41 behind them.
Might have to cut the YouTube feed because I think it's trying to chew too much in.
Yeah. Pace car.